Oh, alright, well. Come on then, Pearl. Let's reveal some secrets. June 20 Fey Manor side room. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Indeed. Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? No. What? No. How old do you think I am? Slightly translucent. It radiates softly with a mysterious light. I'm not sure it's supposed to do that. The victim. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I totally don't know him. Uh-oh. Heck, what is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. It's quite literal. Huh, what? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psyche locks, Mr. Nick. Psyche locks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you'll see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock! This is not how real lawyer works. I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this psyche lock thing a try. Back. Do I present the Magatama? The victim! Okay, well there's a new game mechanic. Eeny miny, I believe you do know who Mr. Gray is. I told you, how many times do I have to repeat myself? If you're so totally sure, then where's your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. What do you mean, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something like that shows... Something that shows a possible connection between Innie and Dr. Gray. Here's your proof! What is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Oh, real? Pearls did warn me. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. I should take another look at the court record and think it through one more time. Really? A college student, a huge fan of the occult doing research in parapsychology. Gray's surgical clinic director had a malpractice incident, murdered during channeling. Defendant and my client was arrested on suspicion of murder while channeling. Claims to be an investigative photographer, lives for the next big scoop. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. What? How do you not have enough evidence? Look, the thing is, the doctor said that 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from my practice at Grace Surgical Clinic. Really? I don't have enough? June 20, Fey Manor Meditation Room. Hey, it's you, pal! So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Dots. Ha 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 ha, I'm not scary. Honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe had kids. Or liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine pistol. Don't show her a gun. Are you crazy? Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. What? What are you doing? Maya's guilt? What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-head photographer's going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta, actually. Speaking of Lotta, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh. Remember, I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. Dots. What am I supposed to say to Pearl now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. Okay, how? His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets. Oh boy, are those big. It looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article. I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Yeah, I have a copy. Anyway, tomorrow's trial. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2. Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. Okay. Nani? Von Karma? Well, it's good to see him again. Wait, wasn't he put into prison? Didn't we put him in prison? Manfred Von Karma, he was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Didn't we put him in prison? Dots. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial in? That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor! Successor! So, who is the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. Do we have to put the kid in prison as well? His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? Is that even legal? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Okay. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still. All it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix! None of that matters anymore now that he's gone. Phoenix is so gay. Alright, I'm gonna present this. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and hey, it's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident and the nurse died in? Oh, the nurse died in. Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Didn't you lose it? Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Newspaper clipping 2 added to the court record. Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray's surgical clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Mimi Miney? Died? Is that from the same newspaper? Alright, well, let me like save. Move to Winding Way. Move to Side Room. Presents? Like, I'm really sorry, but... And I know, like, you told you... Okay. We can't use it like that. The victim. Eeny Miny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. It's not it, is it? Let me just do that. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Why do we have to do this log thing? Why don't we just present it to her right away? It's game mechanics. Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed, she was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray, you knew him through your sister. Okay. Unlock successful, I guess. The victim. Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. Why does she look like that? Why does she look like that? She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy like drove my sis so hard, so like that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So like, are we done? I've like already told my story to like everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. It's just an extra button to press. Instead of presenting the evidence directly, you present the evidence after you present the Magatama, and then the same thing happens afterwards. It's just the same thing. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. Sure you do. You want to look at everybody's secrets. The log this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Sure. We don't have anything to talk to him about. There's nobody there. June 20, Curine Village. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I have never left Curine Village. And now you're going to leave the village together with a strange man. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Okay. Hey, wait! She ran off. Again! Well, I know Indy's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Sigh. Detention Center. June 20, Detention Center. Visitor's room. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? It's Mia. Exclamation, that voice! Your boobs are out. Why are your boobs always out? Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Kind of. Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. That's kind of weird. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. What kind of face? Exclamation. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. That's just lying. I mean, lawyers are liars. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. It sounds a little psychopathic. No matter how crazy things get, you just smile your way through. That seems a little crazy. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But, so tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. I thought she just knew. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. That's not good. You just told me to smile. You're not smiling, Mia. Mia, you just told me you can't look at people like that. Mia, what am I supposed to do? You just told me not to look at people like that. It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me please. Believe in your convictions. I don't have convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your clients. Oh, that's easy. Hey, can I, like, show you this thing? Do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about, like, a folding screen? Like, do you know anything about this? This is Maya's Magatama, isn't it? Why do you have it? Maya gave it to me, but... I see. This is something very important to me. Take good care of it, okay? Okay. She is looking at it with a soft look in her eyes. Okay. But I was gonna ask you about the way it's glowing. Is it supposed to glow? Why do we not talk about the most important things? It's like, have you noticed this thing is glowing by itself? Isn't that kind of interesting? Could you take a look at this? Is that really all you have, Phoenix? What is it? Can you tell me about the folding screen? There's no time left. Try to show me something that will help you in tomorrow's trial. Okay, let me just talk to her first. Not guilty? You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. And I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. Oh. What? Mediums can't have dreams. But Maya said that she dreamed she was buried in the ground with a familiar smell. That's not a dream, that's a vision, right? They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream or channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure, when a medium channels her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Oh. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Okay. Evidence? How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Oh yeah, the key. So if there's only one copy of the key, and the key was given to Maya, how is it that Pearl has the key? Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. The game is just telling us what's gonna happen. Thanks. Thanks, story writer. Like, I'm not sure... Again, like, let's go back to this idea of, like, who has agency? Does the storyteller... Is this just, like, the storyteller putting her his foot, her foot, their foot, or like putting their stamp on the story? This is like, this feels like the storyteller just saying, okay, you're not in control. You, the reader, the player, you're not in control. Because somebody else already knows everything that's gonna happen. You're just like, you're just gonna play it. You're not gonna solve the case. You're just the player in this. If that makes sense. You know, maybe some people really like think that way. Some people believe in destiny or like fate. The idea that everything is in a way predestined and you're just like living out some bigger plan, whether it's like God's plan or some sort of like, you know, which I don't believe in. I kind of believe in free will. Well, I mean, it's complicated. Well, no, I don't believe in free will, not really, but I also don't believe in destiny. I believe in physics. Maybe this is a bit of a tangent. Not to go down the tangent too far, but I guess if you believed in some sort of destiny or fate, this story would be appealing to you. It does not appeal to me because I don't believe in destiny. And in fact, the idea that I don't control anything makes me not want to play this game. Alright, let me just like stop going down this tangent. I might think about this in my own time and come back with some more thoughts later. But I'm starting to see maybe why this game is written like this. Anyway, she says, I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. Dot. You already know everything you need to know. Right? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? The thing is, like, this idea that everything is destined, it gives people an excuse to be irresponsible. Right? It gives people an excuse to just say, well, I guess it's just gonna happen like that, and that's not my fault that things are happening like that. It allows people to say stuff like that and believe things like that, and I just don't think that's a good idea. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh, she's lying? Mia? What? Mia's lying. What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the psyche logs. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me. What in the world is going on? Alright, let's save the game. Maybe she was lying all along, maybe there is no destiny. Maybe she doesn't believe in destiny and she was lying. Alright, see you in the next one.